Andy the Burn, as no one else seems to be calling him, Burnham's first budget, I'd say is going to come pretty quickly, as soon as he can do it. You may remember before Rachel Reeves, what turned out to be her last budget, there were rumours for months of what might or might not happen, which were allowed by, well, all involved to rumble on and actually cause quite a bit of damage. The idea was, I think, that they'd sound out what was popular and what wasn't. Obviously nothing was in the end. Tax-free cash on pensions was probably one of the most damaging, and despite all of our advice to not worry, an awful lot of people took their tax-free cash out and weren't then able to get it back into their pensions when it turned out that nothing was done. Now, it's said that Reeves and Starmer, when they arrived, asked the Treasury for a list of things they could do to raise some revenue without actually affecting taxes on working people, the big thing in their manifesto. And so came lots of tiddling around the edges, IHT on pensions, not tiddling around the edges if it's a problem for you, obviously, business and agricultural relief, also on inheritance tax, obvious freezing of allowances, all sorts of things, quite unpopular, but again, not breaking that manifesto pledge. And, well, it didn't do them that much good, as we've seen. Now, the Burn has promised to be bold, so what is he likely to do? I can't see him rowing back on any of the things that have already been done, which have made our already ridiculously complicated tax system and will make it still more ridiculous. So what are the big headlines likely to be? Okay, my bets are on capital gains tax aligning with income tax. So any capital gains you have go on top of all the rest of your income, more than likely to be taxed at 40 or 45%, or perhaps 50%, because I reckon he would be able to push up the top rate of tax from 45 to 50 on the basis that no hard-working families will be earning more than £125,000. And a wealth tax, property tax of some kind, whether that would work or not, who knows, but it could be a popular and trend-setting move. Well, the other thing to say is that none of my predictions so far in previous budgets have actually come to pass. And I said famously that they wouldn't put IHT on pensions. They couldn't because they're in trust and it would break trust law, forgetting, of course, that all they have to do is change trust law. So the final message, don't panic. Who knows? And you can't predict what might or might not happen, actually, although it's fun to try.